Today, we are on the streets to hear the views of Nigerians on an important national issue: the relevance of blasphemy laws in today's society. This discussion follows recent events in Katsina, where a blasphemy allegation and reports of mob action have reignited conversation about religion, freedom of expression, the rule of law, and justice in Nigeria. Our aim is not to promote any particular viewpoint, but to provide a platform for Nigerians from different backgrounds to express their opinions on this important public issue. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Can we get to know you, sir?
My name is Endurance.
Sir, do you believe blasphemy laws are still necessary in Nigeria today?
Mm, Actually, some do took it, but I don't know if some other people too took it out. But I don't know. But it's not supposed to be taken. The law to be taken anymore.
Sir, what purpose do you think these laws serve in Nigeria as of today?
And the law means maybe anybody that commits such, this should be taken to court, not by doing this public other these things.
So that means anybody that has been convicted of blasphemy should be taken to court rather than public justice, sir?
Yes, to be taken to court, not blasphemy.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, you're welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Can we get to know you, sir?
I'm Pastor Abel.
Sir, in your own opinion, should Nigeria continue to have blasphemy laws?
There is nothing like blasphemy laws. It should not be anything that is. It's not anything serious. Blasphemy who? You are fighting for your God or you are fighting for who? If your God is your God, you are not supposed to fight for your God. It's your God that fights for you.
Sir, do you think these laws help maintain peace or do they create more tension?
Serious more tensions they created more tension than what is meant to resolve.
How should the government respond when people attempt to take laws into their hands?
They should be dealt with accordingly. Except we are not a banana republic, so anybody taking law into their hands should be dealt with accordingly, and that's all.
My name is Mr. Kenneth.
Sir, considering today's society, do you think blasphemy laws should remain relevant in Nigerians today?
I don't think so. Because Nigeria has a constitution, and the constitution of Nigeria, I don't think it has anything to do with blasphemy laws. Blasphemy law depends, it's about religious belief. So it's not supposed to be honored in Nigeria.
So how can Nigeria balance respect for religious beliefs with freedom of expression?
Nigeria is as a country, we have cultural and traditional beliefs. So before even now, we have traditional belief that you respect your elders. Even from the house, the families, from the parents, they will teach their children about the culture of their tradition and tradition of their ethnic groups and whatever. It's not something you can come outside and say somebody that is blasphemy. There's nothing like blasphemy laws. It's a religious belief, and it's not supposed to be in our country.
What are your thoughts on incident of mob justice linked to allegation of blasphemy? Do you think this is a right approach, or what should the government do about it?
No, it is not. It's not even in our constitution. If you feel somebody blasphemed against you, go to the law court now. Go to law that mobbing the person. Somebody said about your belief and it's not good, which, like me, I'm a Christian. Don't believe in anything, blasphemy law or mobbing. If you talk to my Jesus anyhow, it depends on you and that Jesus, on that God. I cannot fight for him, because if he is God, let him fight for himself. So I cannot go and kill somebody because mob somebody because he talked about my God somehow. It's not real.
Can we get to know you, sir?
Oh, my name is Mr. Kizito Ayemomba. It's my pleasure to have you.
Okay, sir. Sir, should blasphemy continue to be recognized as an offense under Nigerian law?
Yes, I will categorically say that yes, because this blasphemy have destroyed so many lives in Nigeria. It's very common in the northern part where people take laws into their hands. You see what happened to one Deborah in Sokoto State? He was born alive. All the name of blasphemy. I believe it is necessary for this law to be a law in Nigeria to avoid jungle justice. It's not helping matter at all.
Sir, do you think the existing legal framework is sufficient enough to deal with cases like this?
No, 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 not at all. When you check the 1999 constitution, which is the current constitution we are using, it has some loopholes that they need amendment. So it's not sufficient enough at all. So they need to amend the constitution to accommodate more framework for this blasphemy.
Also, sir, what role should the police and courts play in preventing violence over blasphemy allegations?
I believe the police should do their primary responsibility, which is neutrality. So the police should do their work diligently. At the judiciary, they should discharge their duty without bias. They should work according to the existing law to persecute offenders of this.
What reform, if any, would you recommend?
For me, I would recommend a stiffer penalty. Either life sentence. If it's involved murder case, the person should also go for death by hanging or by any other means.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Iwafidon Ahamioje.
Okay, sir. Sir, if lawmakers were reviewing Nigeria's blasphemy law today, would you support keeping them, changing them, or removing them totally, and why?
Well, there's really nothing like the legislators going to review blasphemy laws, because there's no uniform blasphemy law, and there is nothing like a blasphemy law in existence, whether at the state or federal level. What informs blasphemy is to prevent one person to have the license to defame or to tarnish the image of another person without repercussion. That's the simple reason why blasphemy. And there are some blasphemy are under the common law. It's basically a common law aspect of the law, and some of blasphemy law that are codified, like under the Cybercrime Acts. Those are the ones that are actually causing the controversy, where you now criminalize blasphemy that's ordinarily a civil aspect of the law. And even the issue of blasphemy itself also has a constitutional tinge to it, because each citizen have the right to express his opinion. It's a constitutional right. So when you now say, oh, somebody wants to exercise his constitutional rights, it's a basic right. So I actually have the right to express myself, and even have the right to actually even defame you. But when I defame you, you now have a right to say, okay, you now want to seek redress against me. But to criminalize it, whether by Cybercrime Act or but now say, oh, like what happens in case like I know what they say, you blaspheme and they lynch you or they criminalize you. That's actually the aspect that needs to be taken critically looked at and reviewed positively and constructively.
Sir, what lesson should Nigeria learn from recent controversies surrounding blasphemy allegations?
I don't really understand the particular allegation you are talking about.
Let's take for a case of the Deborah that was lynched to death, cases that happened in the northern place where they get someone that blasphemed their religion and they are being stoned to death. What lesson should we learn from this?
It's not really a matter of learning lessons from that. To say because of somebody's religious view, you now feel that, oh, you blaspheme, you now take the laws into the hand to lynch that person. That's the way to that criminal aspect, criminal itself, taking the laws into your hand and resort to self is even itself a criminal offense. And so that religious dimension to blasphemy is totally ruled out. And even some Islamic cleric will tell you that there is actually no aspect of Sharia or Quran that tells you that, oh, to stone somebody or to kill for blasphemy Islam or blasphemy the Prophet or to blasphemy the Quran. They even tell that there's no aspect of that even in their religion. So to that extent, that is totally unadvisable and in fact totally out of it. It's a non-issue.
Sir, what advice would you give to citizens when they disagree with someone's religion with someone's religious view or statement?
No, the issue of religion is that people will always differ from your religion. For example, now, there's no how you are going to do it as a Christian that everybody will be Christian. There's no how you are going to do it that everybody will be Muslim. There is no how you are going to do it that everybody will be in your religion. So there will always be disagreements. Traditional African believers will always still remain. And there has never been a time, if I even look at the Bible said it's only few that will believe. And so there's a basic thing that you can never make everybody believe in your religion. So they will always differ. So you just have to understand that they will differ and they will differ and live a life knowing that people will differ from your religious perspective.
Finally, sir, what is your overall message to the government and to the Nigerian people regarding peaceful coexistence and the rule of law?
Peaceful coexistence and the rule of law. Peaceful coexistence is non-negotiable. And when you talk of rule of law, it means the law judges everybody equally. Everybody is governed by the tenet of the law. That is the only civilized way of living. And even rule of law is never a modern concept. Right from time, in the days of our forefathers, they have unwritten constitutions and they are abided by the custom and laws of each of the community. So right from time, rule of law has always been there. There's even no need for us to mislead ourselves that rule of law is a Western or Caucasian or European introduction. No, Africans have always operated by rule of law. Governs everybody. For example, those days, a king cannot even conduct himself in a way like Yoruba, for example. As great as the Alafin was, if he goes against the norm of the society, the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò that leads the Oyo Mercy and the Oyo Mercy, they will call him to order. So there have always been constitutional hegemony, like in Benin or Esan, for example. The Oba of Benin Odeonoji is not a law to himself. If he steps outside the norms of the unwritten constitution of the land, he is called to order by prominent citizens. So the issue of rule of law have always been with us from time immemorial. When the white men came and tried to mislead us that the one that introduced it to us, it has never been like that. So that is what has always sustained the African society, whether pre or after the incursion of Europe into Africa.
Thank you very much, sir.